Good morning, student. Welcome again in physics class. I hope that you all are well. Today's topic is motion in a plane. Before this topic, we have studied about the position vector, about the displacement vector. So I will repeat again the position vector and displacement vector in the term of a motion. यानी मोशन के टर्म में जो टॉपिक हमने पिछले लेक्चर में पढ़े उनको फिर से एक बार रिपीट करेंगे, यूज करेंगे, एंड बाय द यूज ऑफ दिस टॉपिक वी विल ड्रैग द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. So how we will drag the next topic? See it. So please, in xy plane, the position of point P from O, that is OP equal to, यानी position vector OP equal to vector R equal to xi plus yj, or maybe vector x plus vector y. Equation number first. This is the position vector. Suppose object change its position between two time interval, that is t1 and t2. So I have drawn another diagram, that is in xy plane. Initially object at the position of p1 whose coordinates are x1 and y1, and after few time, initially condition at the p1 position vector, that is op1 equal to x1i plus y1j, सेम रहेगा वैसे. इक्वेशन नंबर 2 क्लियर. एंड आफ्टर फ्यू टाइम्स सपोज ऑब्जेक्ट ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम p1 to p2 वेयर इट्स कोऑर्डिनेट्स आर op2 are x2i plus y2j. Equation number 3. The position vector of position P2, that is x2i plus y2j. Position of P1 x1i plus y1j. Now we know the displacement vector, and displacement vector, that is P2 P1. P2 P1 equal to or delta R equal to क्या होता है, फाइनल पोजीशन वेक्टर माइनस इनिशियल पोजीशन वेक्टर. तो R2 minus R1. R2 minus R1, substitute all the values, that is delta R equal to, substitute the value of R1, R2, and R2 is here. This is R1 and this is R2. R2 position vector. So position vector R2, x2i plus y2j minus x1i plus y1j. Clear? Or x2 minus x1 of I plus y2 minus y1 of j. x2 minus x1, देखिए इधर at the x axis the change in position initially at x1 finally at x2. तो x2 x1 ये कंपोनेंट आ गया और इसको कहेंगे x2 minus x1 को कहेंगे डेल्टा x. तो दिस इज नोन एज displacement vector at the x-axis of I. Same here at the y-axis. Initially at the position y1, after few time change the position at y2. So then the displacement vector at the y-axis, that is delta y equal to y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1, that is delta y of j. This is the displacement vector delta r. Is it clear? This is main equation. I will write it by the equation A. मैंने इसको A से लिखा है. Now next content. ये टॉपिक मैंने पिछले कंटेंट में आपको दे रखा था, तो हमारा पढ़ा हुआ आप देख लेंगे उसे. Now I would like to change its scenario. क्या होगा? मैंने कहा था motion in a plane. So student, we know the change in position or displacement is known as the velocity or speed. Clear? So I would like to explain the velocity in vector form. So how we will derive it? We know the rate of change of displacement is known as velocity. Now here the rate of change of displacement vector is known as velocity vector. So we know velocity vector, that is V, equal to rate of change of displacement vector, that is displacement vector delta R divided by delta T, where delta T is the time between two positions. Initially time T1, after few time T2. Clear? So V equal to equation number just it will be 4. Continue. Clear? Next, delta R equal to delta xi plus delta yj. So V equal to, substitute the value of delta R from equation A, delta xi plus delta yj, and divide by T. Now I would like to separate it. How? Delta x over delta T of I plus delta y over delta T of j. This is the velocity vector. Clear? Since delta x over delta T, displacement upon time, this is also the term of velocity, but it is along the x-axis. Same, delta y over delta T. Delta y over delta is also the displacement along y-axis. So delta x over delta T, that is delta x over delta T equal to velocity vector, velocity of x-axis, and similarly delta y over delta T of y-axis, that is y-axis, Vy. Now substitute here, that is V equal to Vx plus Vy. Then the sum of velocity vector along x-axis plus velocity vector along y-axis. This is the velocity or motion in a plane. That is V equal to Vxi plus Vyj. Now the magnitude of velocity by the formula V equal to, or mode of the velocity, Vx square plus Vy square. So as the same as displacement, same as position vector, इसका PDF भी दे रखा है इसलिए लिखने की इससे जरूरत नहीं है. Position vector and displacement vector, same component in the motion in a plane, that is also known as velocity vector. So we have studied now or written in the term of x-axis and y-axis components of the velocity. Resultant to velocity in xy plane, that is V equal to Vxi plus Vyj. Clear? Equation number 5. Now student, we know the next definition. Next definition is known as acceleration. Rate of change of velocity is known as the acceleration. So how? Rate of change of velocity, that is A equal to rate of change of velocity and change in velocity over time. Change in velocity over time. So I have taken the component of velocity here. So A equal to delta Vxi plus Vyj divided by delta T, or delta Vx over delta T I component plus delta Vy over delta T of j component. It is the resultant acceleration, or equation number, that is 6. Next, delta Vx over delta T, this is known as acceleration along the x-axis. Clear? Vector or vector. Similarly, delta Vy over delta T equal to Ay. Acceleration along y-axis. Substitute these values in equation number 6. Then the net acceleration in xy plane in the term of motion, that is A equal to ax vector plus ay vector, or axi plus ayj. Vector represented by I means along x-axis, vector represented by j means along y-axis. Net acceleration A equal to, or net magnitude of the acceleration, that is A equal to under root ax square plus ay square. So if we know the position vector, by the position vector we can derive the displacement vector, and by the displacement vector we can derive the velocity, because velocity is rate of change of displacement, and by the velocity vector we can derive the acceleration vector, because we know the rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration. Suppose object is moving on the floor, then its acceleration change along x-axis, along y-axis. Its velocity change along x-axis, along y-axis. Clear? Clear? Now you can take the screenshot, otherwise you can write it, and okay, and I will start the next. Good morning student, welcome to all in physics class. Our chapter is running motion in a plane. In running chapter we have studied about the displacement vector, position vector, and yesterday topic was motion of an object in xy plane or in 2 dimension. तो मोशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट में हमने क्या पढ़ा था, कुछ मैं एक बार थोड़ा सा असाइनमेंट रिमाइंड करा दूं. वेलोसिटी इन xy प्लेन, एक्सेलरेशन इन xy प्लेन, डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर इन xy प्लेन, ये टर्म्स हमने कल लास्ट टाइम पर किए हुए थे. अब मैं आज के असाइनमेंट में इसका नेक्स्ट टॉपिक आपसे डिस्कस करने जा रहा हूँ, और उसका नाम है, दैट नेम इज मोशन इन ए प्लेन विद कांस्टेंट एक्सीलरेशन. क्लियर? तो कैसे? अब वी नो द इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन. फर्स्ट इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन, v equal to u plus at. v vector, u vector and a vector. Motion in a plane with constant acceleration. A remains constant. There is a time period, it is a scalar quantity, that's why there is no arrow or direction on the time period. ठीक है, चलिए. How it will represent in x-axis or y-axis, or in the component of x-axis and y-axis, or in rectangular component. तो क्या कहेंगे? In rectangular component in x dash y plane, Vx plus Vy equal to Ux plus Uy plus Ax plus Ay and t, or Vxi equal to Uxi plus Axi into t. Equation number first means this is the first equation of motion along x-axis. Similarly, Vyj equal to Uyj sorry plus Fyj into t. Equation number 2. This is the common equation. This is along x along y combined equation. This is the equation of motion along x-axis. This is the equation of motion along y-axis. Is it clear? Similarly, in next equations, motion in a plane with motion in a plane, position vector in a plane. Position vector in a plane with constant acceleration. That is second equation of motion. Do you know the second equation of motion? Basically, you know second equation of motion S equal to ut plus half at square. This is the basic equation where S displacement, u initial velocity, a acceleration. Clear? Now in the term of rectangular component, that is in x dash y plane. XY plane. In XY plane, in x-axis, along x-axis, displacement x as represented by x. In y-axis, displacement s represented by y. So, in x-axis, yeah, along x-axis, in x-axis, यानी x equal to ut plus half at square ux ax t square. Next, in y-axis, y equal to u by t plus half a by t square. Clear? So this is the equation of motion or position vector in a plane with constant acceleration. Clear? So in xy plane or in two-dimensional kinematic relations or kinematic equations of motion. ठीक है, मैंने इन दोनों टॉपिक का पीडीएफ आपको दे रखा है. अब मैं आगे बात करता हूँ इससे रिलेटेड कुछ क्वेश्चंस की जो मैंने असाइनमेंट में भी आपको दिए हुए हैं और कुछ सॉल्व करके भी दिए हुए हैं. तो उनमें से मैं बेसिकली बात कर रहा हूँ, आपको पीडीएफ में दे रखा है, उन्हीं के कुछ सॉल्यूशंस आपको दे रहा हूँ. प्लीज क्वेश्चन, सपोज two vectors F1 equal to 4 Newton, example 1 कहते हैं. F2 equal to also 4 Newton, clear? And they are at an angle of 60 degree. कितना? Theta equal to 60 degree. Then how we will find its magnitude? तो मैग्नीट्यूड कैसे आएगा? मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ नेट वेक्टर, दैट इज वेक्टर f इक्वल टू अंडर रूट f1 स्क्वायर प्लस f2 स्क्वायर प्लस 2f1 f2 इंटू cos थीटा. f1 फ्रॉम हियर, f2 फ्रॉम हियर, 2f1 f2 दोनों का मल्टीप्लाई एंड cos 60. आप इसे सॉल्व कर लेंगे, मैंने इसको आपको पीडीएफ में दे रखा है इसको भी. सेकंड क्वेश्चन इसी का एग्जांपल ले रहा हूं मैं. सेकंड एग्जांपल है, सपोज इन एक्स वाई along y, suppose say F इक्वल टू, ये भी 4 न्यूटन, 4 न्यूटन नेट वेक्टर दे रखा है. Then it is angle of theta, so it is the perpendicular component, it is base component. Base component fx, perpendicular component fy. So how we will derive the fx and fy? So fx equal to f cos theta and fy equal to f sin theta. Suppose theta has given maybe 30 or maybe 40 or maybe 60. Then we will find, take value for 30, यानी fx equal to 4 into cos 30 and fy equal to 4 into sin 30. Clear? So इस टाइप से आप इस न्यूमेरिकल को कर लेंगे. मैं छोटे छोटे से हिंट दिए हैं आपको. एक न्यूमेरिकल और आगे कर रहा हूँ इसी में कंटिन्यू. अगला इसी का पार्ट है. एग्जांपल थर्ड. In xy plane there is two position P2 and it is P1. X axis, y axis, R1 position vector, it is R2 position vector, it is origin. It has given its coordinates are 6, 4 and 2, 3. It 2, 3, 4, 6, 4. Such that coordinates has given. For R1 unit vector, how we will derive it? R1 equal to 6i plus 4j. Clear? Similarly for R2 equal to position vector of R2 equal to 2i plus 3j. Clear? Now we will find the displacement factor. This is known as delta R. ये delta R. So delta R equal to R2 minus R1. Substitute the value R2 from here, R1 from here. That is 2i plus 3j minus 6i plus 4j. Means 2 minus 6 of I plus 3 minus 4 of j minus 4i or minus j. This is delta R position vector. Clear? Now magnitude of that, delta R of magnitude under root 4 square plus 1 square, that is under root 16 plus 1 under root 17. Clear? So it has also given in the PDF. Is it clear? Now I will discuss about the exercise of running chapter. So NCERT exercise, I also send you the PDF of questions and I will discuss a few of the questions. And questions are, these questions are from NCERT books, first, second and third. 3 questions are, these 3 questions, question number 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. In these questions, select or find scalar, vectors only. इन 3 क्वेश्चंस में आपको केवल दिया है सर्च द स्केलर, सर्च द वेक्टर, कौन कौन से वेक्टर हैं, कौन कौन से स्केलर्स हैं. तो आपको एग्जांपल दिए हुए, आप उनसे तीनों क्वेश्चंस को कर लेंगे. मैं फोर्थ क्वेश्चन की बात करता हूं, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4.4. इन द क्वेश्चन नंबर 4.4 आई एम रीडिंग इट एंड दिस क्वेश्चन इज, state with reason whether the following algebraic operation with scalar and vector physical quantities are meaningful. Dear students, the meaning of this question is, how we will add the physical quantities. So you know very well, we can add time with time, length with length, displacement with displacement, velocity with velocity, means same physical quantity can added or subtracted. कभी टाइम से डिस्टेंस को माइनस नहीं कर सकते, टाइम और डिस्टेंस को कभी सम नहीं कर सकते. तो जब दो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी, इफ टू फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज आर एडेड, देन आंसर रिमेन सेम फिजिकल क्वांटिटी. इफ टू फिजिकल क्वांटिटी आर सब्ट्रैक्टेड, also answer remains same physical quantity. But if two physical quantities are multiplied or divided, then the new physical quantity will generate. For example, that is work equal to force into displacement. Force and displacement both are different physical quantity, and the multiply is between them, and both are multiplied and resultant will be work. Means दो का multiply किया, work आ गया. Clear? Similarly, velocity और speed equal to displacement over time. Displacement divided by time, that is velocity. इन दोनों के डिवाइडेशन से तीसरा फिजिकल क्वांटिटी आ गया, दोनों के मल्टीप्लिकेशन से तीसरा फिजिकल क्वांटिटी आ गया. देन टू डिफरेंट फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज कैन मल्टीप्लाइड or can divided but not add or subtracted. Subtract तो सेम फिजिकल क्वांटिटी हो सकते हैं और डिवाइड ऐड सेम फिजिकल क्वांटिटी हो सकते हैं. तो मीनिंगफुल का मतलब है कि टू फिजिकल क्वांटिटी कैन एडेड मीनिंगफुल होगा? नहीं होगा, कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं बनता है. सब्ट्रैक्शन से कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं बनता है. फॉर्मूला जनरेट होता है किससे? डिवीजन या मल्टीप्लिकेशन से. क्लियर? तो ये फोर्थ क्वेश्चंस में आपको जो असाइनमेंट में मैंने बिल्कुल आंसर सारे लिखे हुए हैं, मैंने आपको उसका रीजन समझा दिया है कि सिमिलर फिजिकल क्वांटिटी ऐड हो सकते हैं, सब्ट्रैक्ट हो सकते हैं. डिफरेंट फिजिकल क्वांटिटी कैन मल्टीप्लाई और कैन डिवाइड, जिससे नया फिजिकल क्वांटिटी जनरेट होता है, इसीलिए उसको मीनिंगफुल कहते हैं. तो आपको मैं जो पीडीएफ भेज रहा हूँ उसको आप फोर्थ क्वेश्चन पढ़ेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा कि उस मीनिंगफुल वर्ड का मतलब क्या है. उसने कहा है कि किस किस को हम ऐड करें, किस किस को सब्ट्रैक्ट करें. तो 4 to 5 ऑप्शंस उसमें दे रखे हैं, आपको ये करने. मैंने उनका पीडीएफ आपको भेज रहा हूँ. ओके, थैंक यू.